takes courage to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage?
XRP is now the only crypto that has a sure bet of complete regulatory clarity. Settlement is underway, Ripple is working on new advancements, and global adoption has already kicked in. Who else can smell the millions in our wallets, all thanks to XRP? We've talked about this for so many months, and now it's finally coming to pass. Get ready, guys. Embrace yourselves for liftoff, because once we reach to the moon, no one is bringing us down. XRP will finally take its rightful place as the leader of all the crypto nation. Guys, don't forget, join in the giveaway. Check out the details in the comment section below. As always, welcome back to Moneyside, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get updates when we drop new videos. And don't forget to smash that like button too. We've all been speculating that XRP will be the crypto king of the future, possibly the crypto king of Web3, and everything seems to align in that direction. Just a few months ago, everyone was looking into XRP as an alternative to Swift. That made people curious of why XRP and Ripple are considered as alternatives to Swift. The truth be told, RippleNet is 10 times better than the traditional bank messaging system. And that's not all. RippleNet also offers on-demand liquidity, which frankly, any financial institution that doesn't jump on this offer is probably blind. I mean, where else would you ever get a company to offer you liquidity without having to offer a collateral back? That's absolutely insane and likely the best offer of the century. What's even more interesting about RippleNet is the fact that it's the only blockchain network that can easily integrate both crypto and fiat without having them both wipe each other off. Yep, guys, for years, crypto and fiat have been on opposite sides with each other, and each side trying to get the upper hand on their counterpart. That's precisely one of the reasons that crypto's global adoption has been taking so long. So many investors have banked their top dollar to fiat currency, and you can't expect them to leave all that behind. Thankfully, XRP makes it easy for us to embrace both worlds and actually make the most out of each. Through XRP, we now have the chance to explore new use cases where crypto and fiat are both involved. That could possibly usher in a new age in the financial markets, and XRP will be at the center of it all. Additionally, RippleNet houses the best framework for CBDCs, which is the next new tech in the crypto world, apart from NFTs, non-fungible tokens. And funny thing, Ripple also has an NFT marketplace. I mean, what don't these guys have, right? Anyway, back to CBDCs. RippleNet can work hand in hand with central banks and ensure they get their digital currencies in the market as soon as possible. In fact, as we speak, several banks have already talked with Ripple, and this company was listed as an advisor of the CBDCs program. But we all know that that's just a cover-up. Most of these banks are already talking with Ripple, and the only hindrance at the moment is the current lawsuit. That's why they can't publicly announce their partnerships. Just last year, XRP was quite popular in the UK, and RippleNet has already worked with Asia and Arabic banks. That means these banks are ready to get started with implementation of RippleNet into their network. This company is making huge leaps, and all you have to do is pay keen attention. I also noticed that Ripple doesn't get that much airtime compared to other things. Why do you think that is? I believe the whales are trying to hide their next move in plain sight. The headlines on XRP is usually short, 30 seconds or less, and it's up to you to take your time and dig up the truth. Luckily, if you're one of my subscribers, I will always keep you updated with the latest. The future is pretty clear, and all we have to do now is wait for the settlement to happen. Lord knows this case is full of crap. Yep, I said it. The regulatory body has for a long time tried to mount a case on nothing. I mean, how can you end up concluding that XRP is a security? That's actually the whole case. From my standpoint, there's no way in hell that XRP could even be considered a security. But for some reason, the regulatory body seems to think that this crypto is a security. Is it me, or do you think these guys don't know how to do their job? That's some amateurish allegations. Because if you're the body that's designed to protect investors, how do you come to court not knowing what XRP is all about? Yes, it happened several times in court. The legal team behind the SEC doesn't even know exactly what Ripple does, and now they're claiming they know that XRP is a security? That's actually almost laughable, to tell you the truth. From my standpoint, it's like the SEC was just told by someone higher up to go after XRP and they were not given a reason. So in the midst of all that confusion, they decided to say that XRP is a security, but Ethereum and Bitcoin are not securities. Since then, they've ended up saying the wrong thing on the stand in court more than once. They've committed perjury several times in front of everyone. At this point, it's either the regulatory body goes for a settlement or they accept defeat after tarnishing their name. Let's be honest here. The only way the regulatory body can win this case is if they continue with their dirty game. And when that happens, believe you me, the whole crypto world will retaliate. So, as we speak, I can promise you that the SEC has already lost. It's now just a matter of time. Now, we will discuss 7 steps every breakout trader must follow. Breakout trading is one of the most popular trading strategies. Being quite simple in theory, it remains quite complex and complicated in practice. And just in brief about a breakout trading itself, this method aims to spot a key level. It might be horizontal support, resistance, or a trend line, and then to trade its occasional breakout, assuming that it will trigger an impulsive move. No surprise, the first task of a breakout trader is the identification of key levels. Preferably, these levels should be spotted on the weekly or daily time frames. Once key levels are spotted, a breakout trader should patiently wait for the test of one of these. His goal is to wait for a breakout. In that step, many traders fail. The problem is that in order to confirm the breakout, one should have strict and reliable rules to follow. The rules describe a confirmed breakout. Once the breakout is confirmed, the next step is to wait for a retest of a broken level. Now, why retest? Simply because a retest gives a better risk to reward ratio for the trade. And even though there is no guarantee that the price will retest the broken level, and because of some trading, opportunities will be missed, in the long run, retest trading produces higher gains. Opening a trade on a retest, one should know the exact target levels, the levels where the profits will be taken. Again, newbie traders make a lot of mistakes on that step. Remember that your targets must be realistic. They must be based on closest strong structure levels, not on your desired returns. Also, a breakout trader should set a stop loss. And again, a stop loss level must be safe. It must be set at least below or above a previous minor structure to protect you from stop hunting. Stop loss reflects the point where the trader becomes wrong in his predictions and where the trading setup becomes invalid. Once the trading position is opened and stop loss and take profit are set, one should patiently wait. There is no guarantee that the price will start falling or growing sharply after the breakout. The market may start coiling for a long period of time before it starts acting. Breakout traders must be patient, not allowing their emotions to intervene. And lastly, one should remember that his exit points are a stop loss or take profit levels, stop loss adjustment in case of a position drawdown, preliminary profit taking, and target extension are your worst enemies. Be disciplined, don't be greedy, and keep your emotions in check. Of course, this 7-step trading plan is not sufficient enough for profitable breakout trading. There are so many nuances on each step of the plan you have to consider. However, let this plan be your initial guideline. You can learn and follow that, and with time, keep elaborating its rules until you become a consistently profitable trader. Are you a breakout trader? Well, let me know. You can post it down in the comment section below. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys, and we continue to pray for the people of Ukraine. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below and let's have a conversation. As always, we thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below. And be sure to turn on notifications. That way you don't miss out on our daily crypto updates. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.